Hi guys, Eddie Azanami here, and today I want to talk about myself personally, and I just want to talk about my confidence over the years. As a young boy, I used to be very shy, very shy. I'm not exactly shy anymore right now. I always avoided being singled out in the midst of my classmates. I was always part of the crowd, never trying to stand out, despite the fact that I'm light skinned and people always figure me out. But for some reasons, I became very popular in secondary school. I danced at an event and I did the Michael Jackson dance. So I became popularly known as Michael Jackson. The following term or subsequent terms, that actually helped me a bit because it felt nice being popular in secondary school.
Yeah, he did.
And then that school actually helped me build my confidence a bit because I learned to speak in public gatherings. At a point in my SS1 and SS2, we were scheduled to lead the assembly, so you had no choice but to do it. Sometimes the principal was right there watching you. I joined the press club in SS2, and the very first time I gave a speech, I had spent the whole week preparing this speech. It turned out very nice. I got complimented by a lot of teachers, which gave my confidence a little boost. So later on, I got into the military because my dad is in the military. So I was going to have a career in it, but that's conversation for another day. So being in the military gave my confidence a big boost. Poof. My confidence was on steroids. The military gives you mental and physical strength. So I became less timid. I became less fearful of any situation. So in my undergraduate years at OAU studying theater, I found myself back within the crowd. I was always trying to avoid standing out for any reasons. I was just trying to be low-key as possible. Anybody needed someone to play the role of a white man, you know who they call. And then standing on stage to face crowds in the theater was also nice. It was a nice feeling. I got more confidence. I could walk around campus because I knew one or two people were going to recognize me and be like, yo, that is the guy that acted. I didn't socialize much in university as an undergraduate, but I was still a little bit known because I was a videographer on campus. Back to this moment now, I'm a video editor, always indoors. Now I have actually discovered and explored my introvertedness. So the core, I am a typical example of almost get inside because even my neighbors barely see me outside. And I only go out whenever I'm going to the market or to the supermarket to get groceries or go to church. That is it. I barely go outside. So recently, I went to visit an auntie who just bought a car. They were celebrating and all that. Arriving there, that was when I discovered that I developed cold feet. I became very nervous and my hands trembled. But I did try to control the situation, compose myself. So the point of what I'm trying to say is I am confident, but if I find myself in a gathering that I didn't exactly prepare for, I get a bit nervous and jittery. After a while, I adapt to the environment and the situation, but I think I need to go out some more, socialize some more to then actually build my confidence.